Hi, Sasha here at the Little Dogger Treat, owner and creator of the Little Dogger Treat and thelittledoggertreat.com. We are back today in the kitchen to make two very simple, very affordable, very fast, and easy to create treats for your dog that they'll love, that you can have all month long, and then just keep recreating them, and I'll show you how. So the ingredients you're gonna want today are pretty much chicken. So any kind of human chicken that you would buy, hormone-free chicken, you're gonna boil it in water. Then you're gonna keep the chicken itself. I diced mine up already. And then you're gonna keep the actual water as well. So that's the chicken, and this is the water. This is your natural homemade bouillon. So it is literally just water and chicken boiled until purely cooked through and through. And then when it's done cooking, just let it cool for a little bit, remove the chicken, dice the chicken up, and keep the water, keep all of that water. The other thing you'll need today will be yogurt, just plain yogurt. So your favorite brand or your favorite yogurt, just plain, so no flavor added. You don't want the sugar in there, just plain yogurt. So what we're gonna do, the next thing you'll wanna have on hand are some ice cube trays. Now I have a cute doggy shaped one. This one is by Kong. And this one is just your standard everyday ice cube maker. So you'll want a couple of those. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with your chicken. So I'm gonna put my chicken into these ice cube trays. And this is literally the easiest, simplest thing you could possibly do. You're going to add your chicken water, and I'll move this down so you can see what I'm doing. So you're gonna add your chicken water to the actual tray. And this can be as fast or as slow as you want it to go. I usually use a spoon to help make it work. And add your chicken. Now, as you're doing this, some of the chicken particulates will go inside some of the ice cubes. That's totally fine. You want the ice cubes to taste great, like the chicken. And there's a couple chicken particulates. There we go. So that's the water. You're gonna take some of your chicken and actually add one piece to each cube. Now this is good for large or small dogs, but you'll wanna make sure that you dice the chicken up in a small piece, because once this is frozen, you're gonna have your dog lick the ice cubes, of course, for hydration purposes, but also be able to get that little treat inside. Now this one here is literally done. It's amazing. I see, now I do this with my guests all the time, and the dogs literally go nuts for it. They love it. They absolutely love it. And so what you do is I would store this in the freezer in a giant gallon Ziploc bag. And that way it'll stay fresh, and you just pop one out. Now you can add these to a Kong toy. That makes it super fun. And then you can also, what I like to do is I'll just take 2 or 3 and I'll toss them into the yard, or I'll put them on a dish, or I'll kind of hide them in my daycare space and let the dogs search for them. You can make it into a search and discovery game, or you can just literally stick it on a deck or the grass. And it's super fast and super simple, and it's completely natural for the dogs, and they love it because they get that hunting instinct. They get to kind of forage into the actual ice cube while they're hydrating and get that piece of chicken out, so they love it. The next one is just as simple, but super, super effective. So if you've ever decided, like, gosh, I want to make my dog a treat, and it's complicated and it takes a long time, and you have to go and get the ingredients, and it becomes more of a burden to kind of get all of it done. These you can literally do in minutes. So once the chicken's boiled, I'll make this one first, and then once the chicken's boiled, I'll go ahead and make the second one. And I'm done usually in 30 minutes or less. And then I keep them all month long, again, in a giant gallon Ziploc bag so they stay fresh. And then I'll just pop 1 or 2 or more out at a time. So the second one here is just yogurt. I'm gonna show you here. So you take your yogurt and you're going to fill each ice cube tray. Now the yogurt is not going to expand, so you can fill it up to the top. That's not a problem. I'm going to show you all of these here. And then now the ice cubes with the chicken bouillon will take about 1 full day to completely freeze. The yogurt will take roughly about 3 hours. So about consider a half day or just a couple hours So you can make these in the morning and have them ready for your pup by the time you get home from work. You can make these for a fun event. You can make these just for, you know, for hydrating purposes. You can make them just for treats, and your pup will just literally thank you. They'll be so happy that you did this. Now, what I like to do, because I love embellishments, and I love embellishments that are fast and easy, because let's face it, the dogs are going to consume this so quickly that any extra effort you put into it. So that's the yogurt. I'm going to take a bowl of blueberries and a bowl of bones, and I'm literally just going to decorate one side with each. So we've got a blueberry on each side. There we go. And then I've got a little doggy bone that I could put in each side. And I like to make these for, we have events here that we do at the Little Dog Retreat, so I like to make these for events that we can do. And then there you go. There is your super cute yogurt treat. And when it's done, it literally just, you just crack it and you pop it out. So again, you have two very fast, simple treats that you can make easily in your kitchen. That's super adorable, and it just pops out. You give it to your dog and you're on your way. Now, if your dog is allergic to yogurt, you can use, you know, basically the chicken in the same way. And then here are the ice cube ones with the little chicken particulate in there. There you go, and that one's just as cute. So this is what they would look like when they go into your freezer. Again, just stick them, I would stack these, let them freeze, and then once they're frozen, put them in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag so they stay fresh. The other thing you can do is literally make, this is a Jell-O mold, and I get these at consignment stores or thrift stores, and you can find them in perfect condition. You want to make sure you get one that's not rusted or anything. This is extra chicken. So this is the chicken broth, literally frozen into a block. Now this one I did last night, so it's completely frozen. Let's grab a plate. And what you'll want to do basically is once it's frozen, I rinse the outside so it would thaw fast enough for the video, but you're literally just going to tip it over. Let's see, it may not be thawed yet. Let me rinse it. All right, so rinse out the outside, put this, flip it over, and there is your ice block. Now this is pure chicken flavor. So your dog is gonna see this as a really exciting treat, not just a random block of ice that they're gonna lick and stay hydrated. Now for the purposes of this video, I wanted to keep it kind of clean and pretty looking. That's what it looks like. It's got a great texture to keep your dog interested in it. And then what it does have is it has little chicken particulates in it as well. You can also, for larger dogs, you can put toys or other treats in here and let your dog do a search and discovery game that way. I would put this in the grass personally, and then just let the dogs kind of lick it and have fun. And that's just another fun, easy thing you can do with your chicken bouillon that you made. Now, if you have a bigger dog, you can use larger. You can use the larger Jell-O molds. If you have a smaller dog, you can use the smaller Jell-O molds. You can also just use a ramekin if you don't have a Jell-O mold. But you can get the Jell-O molds usually for like $2 or sometimes even fewer if you go to like a consignment store or whatnot. So now, those are the treats that I would make, and I do make for both my daycare guests and for my girls on a regular basis. They last about a month unless I've used them up already. But they will keep really well and stay fresh for about a month in the freezer. And then I just keep these ingredients on hand and I just keep making them. So the beginning of the month, I make a new batch, and then I just keep them and keep handing them out. So the dogs absolutely love them. Again, you can make search and discovery games out of them. You can just use them for dinner treats. You can give them to your dog for fun events, but it's super easy and super affordable to give your dog treats that are fresh and healthy and natural without breaking the bank or baking a cake that takes forever. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, definitely comment below and let me know what you think. And if you make any of these for your dog, I'd love to see a photo of them. You can comment on the Facebook page or leave it in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment and share. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our private Facebook group called I Speak Dog Training Club, and look at our Instagram and our Facebook for more. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.